I'd like to talk about the Prove It series that's offered on the Historic Faith website. And this is a series that will equip you to convince unbelievers and also to strengthen your own faith. And I want to start by what it says in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 3. Paul says to the Corinthian church, which is predominantly a Gentile church, I delivered to you first of all that which I also received. Christ died for our sins according to the Scriptures. He was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the Scriptures. And what Paul means when he says according to the Scriptures is according to the Old Testament prophecies. That was the foundation that he laid to the Gentile church in Corinth. In the Prove It series, we basically do the same thing, going step by step, using examples from the book of Acts, from the New Testament, from the early Christians, of how did they do it and how could you do it today to convince unbelievers. So this is the purpose of the course, and at the end of this course, you should be equipped with what you need to know to persuade unbelievers, just using reason and the evidence of the Old Testament prophecies. This is so important today. This is how the world was evangelized in the beginning. This is the message that was spread in the beginning of the church, and I believe it's going to have the same effect when we put it back into practice today. The structure of the course, we start off by talking about why this approach, which is so neglected today, really matters. And then moving on from there, I want to talk about prophecies related to the king. Jesus is the king and the kingdom. Then prophecies about the crucifixion of the Christ, that he died for our sins according to the Scriptures in fulfillment of the Old Testament prophecies. And then take a look at prophecies about the resurrection, that he would be raised from the dead and specifically raised on the third day. And then we'll also look at other prophecies as well. So that's basically the outline of the course. This will be very helpful not only to persuade Jews who already believe in the Old Testament, but also to Muslims. When I was living in a Muslim country, whenever I would go to the New Testament, the Muslims would say, oh, the Christians changed the New Testament. Well, I'll say, that's fine. I really don't need the New Testament. I can prove the faith from the Old Testament, written hundreds of years before, and it's in the hands of the Jews. The Christians could not have changed that, and they had no comeback for that. So this is very effective, and I've also seen this material have a huge impact on atheists and agnostics in convincing them, those who are truth seekers and are willing to listen to logic and reason and evidence, come to faith. It's been a phenomenal miracle to see faith coming in the lives of unbelievers. So I believe this course will help you to persuade unbelievers, but also it will help you with Christians. Sometimes, as an early Christian in my early 20s, I went through a crisis of faith where I wondered, I was raised in this faith, but how do I really know that it's true? And I didn't have answers at that point in time. But for those who struggle with how can I know this is true, this provides the reason and the evidence for that. So I really hope that you enjoy this class. There's a lot to learn there, and in the notes we cover it in detail so you can study in more detail.